Since art imitates life, in taking a look at the 1950s sitcoms, it's easy to see how the art of television reflected women's roles in the societal norms of the day. Considering these early sitcoms gives us an overall contextual experience of the perceived and accepted roles of women, particularly in the familial setting. We look back and laugh at the stereotypical roles of women like Gracie Allen, Harriet Nelson, June Cleaver, and Lucille Ball. They all have perfectly coiffed hair, are wearing pearls, dresses, high heels, and aprons as they cook, clean, and serve the men in their family. The question is, have these comedic familial roles reflected in television sitcoms changed from 1950 to 2015, or simply been rearranged and dressed up in contemporary clothing to fit altered world contexts? America was searching and yearning for a return to normalcy after World War II. Part of that normalcy came packaged in the huge television boom. 6 years after the end of the war, more than 10 million households had a television, and a majority of them were turned on and tuned in to I Love Lucy, which aired at 9 p.m. on Monday evenings.
And I don't get the job.
Well, that's show business. You know, there's no business like show business. Yesterday they told you you will not go far. Tomorrow on your dressing room they hang a star.
Lucy, what did you say to Carolyn?
Nothing that should upset her. I just said that little Stevie was scrawny and little and looked like a monkey.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
What do you say that for? What do you say that for? What do you have to go over there for? Why don't you stay here where you belong? What are you trying to do to me? Well?
I'm still working out what did I say that for.
Every sitcom of the 50s and 60s placed women in a submissive, mostly ditzy role in which the women's place was in a home in pearls and an apron. They were beautiful women, but seemingly only had value in a homemaker role, a role in which they asked their husband's permission for everything. The exception was when the women could go around their husbands on a secret escapade, which of course the husbands always found out about, and the women were either admonished or laughed at for trying to do something so silly.
Where did you get this money?
I saved it out of my allowance. No?
No. Now, Lucy, this is no joke. There's a lot of money here. I want to know where you got it.
Ricky, you said you were late for work.
Now, Lucy, I want to know where you got that money. Did you earn it? Did you borrow it? Did you steal it?
Yeah, that's it.
Which one?
Well, it doesn't matter, any one of them.
Now, Lucy.
All right. You'll find out sooner or later anyway. I stole it.
What?
Well, I'm sorry. I saw it and I just couldn't help myself.
Now, Lucy, you're not telling me the truth.
Yes, I am.
Word of honor?
Well, what good's a crook's word of honor?
Look, I haven't got time for jokes right now. But by the time that I come home this afternoon, you better have an explanation of how you got that money, understand?
Yes, sir.
All right.
The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show was the first sitcom of its kind and set the stage and the stereotypes of all the ones to follow. It aired from 1950 to 1958 and was considered hysterically funny for the day. Societal's overarching role of a woman at the time was to be the perfect wife, with the perfect home and table, always serving the perfect dinner, dressed in the perfect pearls, and always with a smile. Society wanted perfection after World War II, and women in the perfect role, under glass in the familial role, was one way to show that the war was over and America was back. If you fast forward to 2015, the prevailing question is, has the role for women really changed in television sitcoms, or just been rearranged? Misrepresentation, a documentary created by Jennifer Seibel Newsom, discusses the roles of women as portrayed in film, television, and media today, and how as a whole women are misrepresented, and how we as society continue to pass that misrepresentation on from one generation to the next.
The media is the message and the messenger.
Women are brought up to be fundamentally insecure.
Media creates consciousness.
There is no appreciation for women intellectuals. It's all about the body, not about the brain.
You can't be what you can't see.
It's extremely important for women to be writing their own stories and giving them to people to really emotionally become impacted by.
The media can be an instrument of change. It can awaken people and change minds. It depends on who's piloting the plane.
hitting like a hammer.
Based on her work, if we take a closer look at just one microcosmic element in television from the 1950s to today, women's roles in familial sitcoms, you can see how she is spot on with where we have been, where we have come, and where we continue to go, down the same path, time and time again.